It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. What that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Singletary to get the drive started. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. From 21 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 30. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talked about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd and 10, Goff, his throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Throwing again is Goff. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
10 more yards. That's another.
From the 50, it's Goff. Quickly to Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Not up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Lions get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Complete to Jameson Williams. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running is Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now it's gone. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Williams is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go with Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He'll get this to about the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Down to about the 22 here. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Right back to Singletary on second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. They'll check this down to Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Singletary again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is Shark. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Harkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field firing up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Bills a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, Austin.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Let's ride, dog. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A give up the middle to Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10 from the 9, 2nd and 5. A give, Singletary right side. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go do this thing, nigga.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took on him 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.